the Lunar New Year is the most important festival for all Chinese people, and it is also a very important festival for Asian ethnicities such as Koreans, Vietnamese, and Malaysians. We hope by making Lunar New Year a school holiday and allowing our children to celebrate this holiday with their families, communities, without having to worry about missing school, we can help our children to feel proud of their cultural and historical heritage and help other ethnicities understand our culture. At present, hate crimes make us feel marginalized and insecure in society. Making Lunar New Year a school holiday can help to strengthen our children's racial self-confidence, regulation, and sense of belonging to the United States.
Lunar New Year is important to me, not just because we eat a lot of food and we get red envelopes with money in them from our relatives, but because it's also a time that I can spend with my family and participate in Lunar New Year celebrations and embrace my culture, background, and identity. So a family tradition that I have because I'm Tibetan is that we go to a prayer meeting at a Tibetan Buddhist temple to pray for the Lunar New Year. Because it's the most important Buddhist festival for celebrating the coming of the New Year and harvest season. But because Lunar New Year is yet to be recognized as an official holiday, I haven't had the time to participate in my family's traditions and properly celebrate these past years, including this year.
At the beginning of 2022, my classmates and I published an online petition that gained more than 800 signatures on change.org. The purpose behind it was to push for Lunar New Year's to become a Category 1 or no school holiday in the new NPS district. First and foremost, the Asian community of NPS is one of, if not the largest, in the Middlesex County. Statistics taken from the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education shows that the Asian student makeup at NPS is currently 20.2%, exceeding the Wayland Public Schools by 0.7% and Brookline by 5.3%. Not only this, the last two districts have both passed their New Year's as a Category 1 holiday in the past 4 years, whereas Newton, which is double the size of Brookline and quadruple the size of Wayland, remains the same as before. However, this phenomenon cannot remain static for any longer than several years. The reason being, in 2018, the Asian student makeup of NPS was 18% compared to 20% this year, and the Asian makeup in Newton was 14% compared to 15%. In 2022, Newton South High School welcomed its first Indian descent female principal. These various indicators point to one single endpoint: Newton as a more racially diverse and inclusion-forward community. The inclusion of Lunar Years will not only benefit the AAPI community, but also be in alignment with the district mission and vision of promoting CRI, culturally responsive instruction, and SEL, social emotional learning, as we move towards a more diverse and welcoming environment.
I also want to wish our Asian community a happy Lunar New Year. And I also want to acknowledge the horrific shooting that occurred in Monterey Park over the weekend. What no doubt began as a festive evening to celebrate the eve of the Lunar New Year and the beginning of the Year of the Rabbit turned deadly as once again an Asian community in America was impacted by violence. The pain and anguish is unimaginable, and my thoughts are with the entire Monterey Park community. As a school community, we stand together with our Asian students, our colleagues, our friends and neighbors to provide support during this traumatic and distressing time.